Sarah.
You know who this dude was? Let's break it down to the basics. Your old friends tried to kill you once, and they'll try it again unless we stop them.
Or at least draw the group out where we can get to them.
Before or after they get to her.
It's our job to see that that doesn't happen, Sergeant Anderson.
They think I'm a snitch. How long do you think a snitch lasts in or out of prison?
Back in about 20 minutes. And have one coffee. Hot.
12Y90, roger on your call. We'll comply.
Morning.
Obviously not a good one for us. What's the matter?
Your front headlight's out.
Just blew 5 minutes ago.
Right?
Maybe 10.
I'll take care of it this afternoon, officer.
Yeah, she's pretty cold for a light that just blew. Can I see your license? How about a registration?
I left that at home.
Left that at home.
That's what he said, officer.
This is 12Y90 to control.
12Y90, go.
Requesting DMV check on 5-1.
What's going on?
I don't know. This thing went up. Lady there says she saw 4 or 5 people running down the street, and there's a dead officer up the street.
Let's go.
Okay, Sherman, I want you to keep on it.
Sergeant Crowley, CCU. Investigator Stiles.
John Tyrell. I'm from the Bureau.
What happened here?
He got hit by the PCU, militant group. Calls themselves the People's Combat Unit.
Yeah, we've heard of them.
Yeah. 223. Their calling cards.
Have any idea who was in the van back there?
No. We've had one of their safe houses in the neighborhood under surveillance for a week, but I guess this puts an end to that. Yeah.
Was our department briefed on this operation?
No.
Were any locals notified?
The whole setup was too fragile. We couldn't risk a security leak.
Wait a minute. What you're saying to me is that we got a rookie shot down in the streets just because he didn't know he was working in a minefield? Is that it?
I'm sorry, but there's no way to...
Tyrell, go ahead, Jim.
We have somebody holed up in the house, but I think we've been spotted.
Attention all occupants of the white frame house. This is the FBI. Throw out your weapons, come out with your hands on top of your heads. You will not be harmed. You're ordered to surrender immediately.
Put a canister in the front window, see what we get.
Her name's Monica Dunlap. 19 years of age, no prior arrests. She's the daughter of J.R. Dunlap.
As in Dunlap Advertising?
That's right. Every other billboard from here to Sacramento blame him. She claims she went to the house to meet her friends or comrades. That's all she'd tell us, other than she kept quoting the Geneva Conventions on POWs.
That figures.
Well, the van was totally gutted, absolutely fried. There's just no way that the lab's gonna pull prints out of this one.
What about ballistics?
They're checking on it now.
You guys ready for this?
Hey, where's Pet?
She's with the girl's father.
My other daughter, Tina, is meeting me here. I'd like to leave a message for her.
The desk will send her down, Mr. Dunlap.
All right. What did Monica say when she heard I was here?
I don't think she knows you've come. If you'll just sign this and have a seat, I won't be long.
All right, Mr. Tyrell. Now, could you back up and fill these men in?
How far back, sir?
To the beginning, Mr. Tyrell.
I was telling Captain Parks that the PCU, probably no more than a dozen people, first came to our attention up in Oregon last fall when they assassinated a supposed snitch. As it turned out, the man wasn't, but that didn't seem to faze the group. Since then, they've been moving down the coast, carrying out a series of bombings and bank robberies. 3 that we know of for sure.
Tell me something. All those papers you got there, does it say anything about a cop? A cop named Stansky, Jim Stansky? And what happened to him last night?
Look, admittedly, a mistake was made.
Damn right it was a mistake. But let's get something straight. That mistake led to a cold-blooded murder of a cop.
Crowley, I don't have to stand here and
Now,
take
hold
that
it!
kind of...
Hold it! Now, listen to me and listen good. Like it or not, you better get used to each other because the way the Bureau and the department see it, either both of you are in this operation or both of you are out. Don't let your badges get too heavy. Understood? Huh? All right. Now, Mr. Tyrell, would you care to try it again?
I'm Sergeant Anderson. I'd like to clear up a couple of things. I'm not saying anything more until they appoint me a lawyer. That's up to you, Monica. But you might want to think of something to say to your father. He's waiting outside. I can't talk to him now. Can't you just tell him I'm okay and... I suggest you tell him.
Baby. Oh, I've been crazy for nearly a year, you know that?
I'm sorry, Daddy.
You didn't call, you didn't write.
I couldn't.
Why not? Honey, why not? It's okay, that's all right. Everything's gonna be okay, because I'm gonna take care of you, you understand that? But you gotta help me now, you gotta tell me the truth about all this. Are you really mixed up with this gang?
I can't say anything. You shouldn't have come.
I shouldn't have come. I love you, honey. Tina's on her way here.
I don't want her here either. There's no reason. Tell her baby sister said not to bother. I gotta go now.
Honey, no. Don't you cut me off like this. Don't you walk out of here without even talking to me.
All right, I'll talk. I exist. I am. I'm me. I always have been. I always will be. Me.
I know that, darling.
Dave, please let me go.
Stansky was hit twice. Forensics pulled 12 more slugs out of his car. All 223s. The inside of his van was embedded with grenade fragments. So it looks like they blew it themselves.
All right, guys.
Hey, Pepper.
How'd it go, Pep?
It didn't. She's scared and she's not talking.
How hard did you push her?
Terrell spent all night pushing her and got nowhere. I just stood in the wings.
Did you get a reading?
Well, she's a kid who's gotten herself involved.
I don't want to hear about what a kid she is. Now, she's only a couple of years younger than Stansky, whose brass plaque is going up down the hall, Pepper, 22 years old.
Well, it's a drag for all of us, Bill, that's for sure. But what are we going to do about it?
Yeah. Okay, sometime within the next couple of days, the feds are going to have the girl released on her own recognizance. That's after Terrell and his people have leaked word that she's snitched off her former comrades.
Yeah, well, that's like hanging a bullseye on her.
Yeah, nobody knows that better than she does. And faced with that, the feds figured that maybe she'll do a 180 and turn state's evidence. Or at least draw the group out where we can get to them.
Before or after they get to her.
It's our job to see that that doesn't happen, Sergeant Anderson. Joe?
Yeah.
I want you to work with the feds. Get everything you can on the PCU, underground the whole shot.
Got it.
Pete? Pete, you're gonna get very funky.
Me? Funky? You want to throw
12 by
anything, you know
54,
what I
12 by 52.
Yeah, this 52. Joe, what's happening?
Your Lindsay girl just came to work at the store. A redhead in Farmer John's.
Thanks. Well, you ready to catch a crook?
Yes, sir, investigator.
Investigator, that's nice. Little respect never hurt anyone.
What did he want?
Just trying to hassle me, you know the mentality. Mind if I look over your merchandise?
Feel free.
That's a loosely used word these days, isn't it? Free.
I just can't leave the country,
Mister,
that's
that's all the judge told us. Now, please, let us through. Honey, your car's outside. You follow me home. Huh?
I can't come home now.
Monica, enough!
Dad, you'll be harassed and...
Miss Dunlap, there's an article in the Wildfire Express that states that you've started briefing the FBI.
That's
Your
garbage.
former
I have
Associates
some things
Director.
I have to take care of.
What things, damn it?
Oh, I'm sorry I'm late. I got here as fast as I could.
I told you not to come here.
Monica, I want to help you.
You can't. I told you, Tina.
Miss Dunlap. Miss Dunlap. Miss Dunlap, the article in the Express.
Chocolate ones are mine. You can have the coconut. Okay. I was short with you the other day. Maybe you're right about the Dunlap girl. I don't know. Yes, I do know. She's in tight with the PCU and she's guilty as hell. And you tell me I'm wrong. Go ahead.
I'll tell you, you're wrong.
Yeah, what else do you want to tell me?
Okay. With all her radical talk, she's in deep conflict.
Oh, a mixed-up rich kid. You're right. She is.
Don't label it all. I hate labels.
Rich.
Now stop labeling. Listen, I spent the time with her. She's strong, very strong. You get the feeling that she could be very effective at what she does. And yet that strength is covering something that's, I don't know, a wound, a deep, raw, vulnerable wound. Now, I can't wrap it up, but I did see all of that.
That's what Terrell says. He just says she's crazy.
You know, Parks is right. You two had better get yourself together on this thing.
We're a great team, aren't we? John Terrell, the mechanical man.
And Wild Bill Crowley, the street fighter. Both of you pretty good looking. If I had a choice...
Yeah? Yeah?
Well, I never did dig robots too much.
Your flattery is overwhelming.
I checked this one out. He's got 4 kids.
Here we go.
What was that, safe?
That was out.
They really close ranks, don't they?
That's the only way they could survive.
I had nowhere else to go.
I know you don't agree, but I can't help feeling sorry for her. Finally, she scored. You know who that was? That was her sister. I've seen pictures of her in the fashion magazines.
You're kidding.
I know it was.
If that's her sister, she's gonna be here for a while. Listen, first thing tomorrow morning, I want you to hit Judge Parmalee for wiretap authorization.
Judge Parmalee, why me? Come on.
You know why you. The way he looks at you with those beady little eyes every time you walk into the
All right,
courtroom.
already, okay.
Morning, ladies. What's happening?
It's on the poster.
$2. That's pretty heavy. Where you guys flying, Algeria? That's a joke. Well, I got myself set up at this rooming house on 8th, and dig this, the creep who runs it, he calls it the Waldorf West. And I'm looking for a home.
Maybe you're looking too hard. Just who are you?
Name's Jeffers, and check the FBI for my file.
$2.
Yeah, I remember. Sure I can't talk you down any? All right. Thank you. Is
that the guy?
Yep. He's been hanging around for the last couple of days trying to get connected. He says he's from back east. He says a lot of things.
You be careful here. Look, we're checking Monica out this afternoon. Make the call. Give her plenty of space. If she's clean, make contact. If she brings the heat with her, well, we do what we have to.
Man, this is getting paranoid. I mean, we don't know if she even did any of that stuff. We gotta listen to her first.
You two had a thing for each other, didn't you?
What's that got to do with it?
If she brings the heat with her, we do what we have to. Okay, Jack?
Gin.
You gotta be cheating.
Adds up to $3,460.
Deducted from what you owe me.
Spoil sport.
Hi, Monica. This is Jan. Long time
Terrell?
no see.
Yeah.
Contact. If she makes a move, we got her.
Okay, we'll run parallel. Keep us advised of any changes of direction.
She's moving.
This is it.
All right, freeze. Hold it right there. Hold it right there. You do exactly as I tell you. Very slowly, I want you to take your left hand and unsling that rifle with your left hand. Very slowly. Let's go. Easy.
The victim, a suspected member of the PCU, has not yet been identified, though investigators are cross-checking his fingerprints and dental charts in an attempt to discover his identification. Meanwhile, members of the FBI and local police will say nothing about the dead man except that...
All right! Jack went down hard today. Just like any one of us, if that's what it takes. So now we move on them until we make them know what we're all about. We've come too far. We've accomplished too much. If we just sit here mourning his death, we're wasting his life. Lloyd, I want a team to check out this power substation at Wildwood Canyon.
How much plastic would it take to blow it? Russ, watch the Brandon Street station. Gauge the manpower of each shift. Jan, get close to this dude who calls himself Jeffers. I think he's undercover. And if he is, I want to know exactly what he's after and who he's working for. And then I want to hit him.
Dr. Jack Mattock, please report to the 3rd floor nursing station west. Dr. Paul Seguinde, room 310.
Evening, Mr. Dunlap.
Paul
Sergeant.
Seguinde.
I want to thank you for what you did today.
How is she?
Well, the doctor says she's going to be fine. Thank God. I don't understand it. Something goes wrong. Something happens, and you just lose them. Excuse me.
Dr. Frank Gleskin, room 224, please. Dr. Frank Gleskin.
How are you feeling? Can we talk?
We really don't have anything to talk about. I'm sorry I was such a mess back there.
Well, that's something. Monica, the PCU probably thinks you tried to set them up.
Which is exactly what you wanted, right? Did they send you in here so we could have a nice girl-to-girl talk?
You've got it all figured out and filed away, haven't you? Okay, let's break it down to the basics. Your old friends tried to kill you once, and they'll try it again unless we stop them. Now, who called you tonight?
I don't know.
Did you get a look at the man with the rifle? Who might have drawn that assignment?
I guess they, drew straws.
Well, we just got the word. The boy who drew the straw was Jack Benjamin. Middle-class background. High school track team, tour in Vietnam. You know the story. You knew him, too, didn't you? Oh, look at it, Monica. Look at it. It's just as much a part of it as the phrases and the slogans. Sometimes the people's revolution and armed struggle really comes down to a boy on a slab and a late-night call to his folks in Ohio. Now, if we don't get some help, the same thing is going to happen to you.
I can't tell you anything.
Can't? Just tell me this. Is it loyalty? Or is it fear?
I don't know. Now just leave me alone.
No. I'll leave you with that.
Yeah, I am at the hospital. I just got here. Yeah, Pep? Yeah, she's here now. I'll talk to you later. Sorry I'm late. I just got here.
That's all right.
How'd it go with the girl?
Sometimes I think I'm getting through, and others, I just don't know.
Pete just phoned down, said that he heard something's coming down, only he doesn't know what, when, where, or who's involved.
I'm tired.
You look tired. don't you let old Bill buy you a cup of coffee? We'll talk about the girl, okay? You know, this group, we gotta do more than put on funny hats and infiltrate. You really gotta be one of them.
That's it, Bill. You have to be one of them.
Sarah Ann Hoffman, radical leader of the 60s. Anti-war, anti-establishment, and finally anti-anyone who wasn't fighting for the revolution. Then the police headquarters in Connecticut goes up in smoke. Hoffman and the others go underground. It's the only published photo ever taken of her. She was caught and talked to the feds about her underground contacts in exchange for a new identity. So word went out that she jumped bail and fled to Cuba. So she's known and she's respected. But she hasn't been seen since the bombing. And she is East Coast.
I don't like it. And I'll tell you why I don't like it. You'd have to go in totally clean. No wire, no mic, nothing. Besides, you don't even look like this Hoffman broad. Not enough.
Look at the picture. Look how grainy it is. She's got glasses on. It could be Garbo.
I'm looking at the picture. Yeah. What if one of our little friends knows Miss Hoffman? Have you thought about that?
Bill, that's a very slim chance. When Hoffman was in the underground, Jan, Alonzi, and the others were still in high school.
No, I don't like it. That's it.
Well, you may have to like it. Pete's spinning his wheels and we're standing still. And with Monica out of the picture, I say we can swing it.
I guess you didn't hear the boss say he didn't think it was a good idea, right?
I heard the boss. I just didn't hear the boss come up with a better idea.
Hey, hi.
Hey,
How you doing?
all right.
Well, I finally got myself a real pad.
Oh?
Mm-hmm, and I was wondering.
You were you?
No, it's not what you think now.
What?
Well, you have wheels and I don't, and I got some stuff I want to move out of my place, and I thought maybe later on, if you're not too busy.
I'll be right with you.
All right, beautiful.
Where are the guys?
They're on the way back from Prejudice.
When they get here, tell them I'm with Jeffers there, his pad, 8th Street, and it's called the Waldorf West.
You gotta be kidding.
I'll stall him.
Be it ever so humble, there's no place like a dump.
You could have survived.
Sure. My cockroaches were doing fine. I'll go get my stuff.
Don't rush it. I don't mind being away from the store for a while.
Well, I'm a vegetarian.
Sarah.
You know who this dude was?
I'm not with him, I swear. Who are you?
Sarah Hoffman.
Hmm. 12 by 50. This is 12 by 50.
I guess you bought it, John.
Who the hell is this?
She says she's Sarah Hoffman. She sure thinks
She's been killed!
Look, I'm only a sergeant. What are you asking me for?
We can't get anything from your
Did
press
the
man.
PCU have anything to do with today's shooting?
Is it true that Monica named every member of the gang?
I can't
What
comment
about
on
security? Is it being beefed up?
We hear rumors that Sarah Hoffman's involved in all of this. Is she?
Yeah. Woodward, guys, I'm sorry. I just can't comment on that.
There's no comment to help Pepper keep her cover.
If the PCU waits for the morning papers.
All right, about this Jeffers.
Again?
Again!
He's the snitch who turned me over to the feds. I left Cuba a couple of years ago. I've been tracking him down, finally spotted him.
Conveniently out here in California.
Told you, Stark. I've been looking for you people, too. I was tired of hiding, being nothing, doing nothing. I heard about your group, the work you've been doing, taking up the cause again. I came here, was told to contact Jan here in the bookstore.
But you didn't.
I saw her with Jeffers. What was I supposed to do about that?
he was a snitch, Nat. I know what was happening. I was there. She shot him. It happened.
It still doesn't mean she's Sarah Hoffman. We don't know anything else about her except she says she's Hoffman. I'll call the morgue. If she really nailed this creep, there'll be a drawer down there with his name on it. Strip her down and search her.
You don't mind.
Hey, Joe, you went home. What are you doing?
Well, I told Harriet I'd make a night of it. Hear anything from Pepper?
No, not a word.
What are you reading?
Oh, I was one of those underground books by Alonzi and Stark.
Oh, that's funny. I don't see any blood dripping from the pages.
You know, every once in a while I come across a line or a paragraph that actually makes sense. I find myself saying, yeah, right on. I mean, they want the same thing we do. No poverty, no pollution. Jobs for everybody.
Don't tell me they made a convert.
No, they just made me madder. Because you're right. Each page is dripping in blood. Every page covered with lust. Lust for violence. Why is that, Joe? Huh?
In my opinion, my great wisdom.
Lay it on me.
Yeah. You know, deep down inside, Bill, people are scared. They're afraid that no one will touch them, no one will notice them, no one will hear them. And they take those fears and turn it into terror for others. I mean, I saw it when I was a kid coming up in my neighborhood. I mean, there were a lot of wrongs in that place. And we tried to right them fast. And some of us did what scared people all over the world are doing right now. Killing. Killing. And killing some more.
Joe, when did you become a cop?
Well, and then there were others, like myself, who was pounded over and over again in their heads. Thou shalt not kill.
You religious, Joe?
Hey, come on. What are we, precinct philosophers? Can I get you a coffee?
Yeah, that sounds like a winner. You buying?
Yeah, cream, right?
Yeah. Now, I'll tell you what. Why don't you make it black? I hear that's beautiful.
Hey, look, Bill, everything's gonna be all right, okay?
Oh, yeah, sure it's all cool. The only problem would be the Dunlap girl. She was in the hospital under wraps.
Dr. Mansfield, report to X-ray.
Good morning.
The girl's gone.
Yeah, Carly, what do you got? You gotta be kidding. The Dunlap girl's missing, Joe. Where could she have gone? Everybody shut her out.
You sure you weren't followed?
No, I don't think so. I rented a car. I talked to everyone you told me to, and if they wouldn't talk, I just gave them the numbers. But you don't think those people are gonna call?
I don't know. But I've got to try and clear myself with them before they try and
Kill you again? Oh, Monica, this is insane. Why don't you go back and ask for protective custody?
You mean a holding cell in a railroad trial? They think I'm a snitch. How long do you think a snitch lasts in or out of prison? Hey, I'm sorry. Let's just wait it out a little longer. If nothing happens, then I'll go back and take my chances.
Mr. Dunlap, we got an APB out on both girls and their cars. No, we're gonna find them. Nothing's gonna happen to them. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Mr. Dunlap, please, don't worry, will you? Don't worry. Pepper's on the inside. Monica's probably got her sister out trying to make contact with the group. They got 24 hours on us, and we got nothing. I say, don't worry. I can't stand this not knowing. I'll be at Terrell's if he does need me, okay?
I'll get it. Thought worked for me anyway. Yeah. No, this is Royster. Oh, really? Uh-huh. Thank you very much. That was Barnes from the morgue. Just got a call from the Bulletin about my recent death. The thing is, nobody from the Bulletin made the call.
And after the War Council in Flint.
Jane Brenner, Trish Wright, and I formed a collective in New York.
What happened to them?
They were infiltrated by a pig. He went to the grand jury. They were sent away.
And your father's a stockbroker.
Tax lawyer. Asking it again's not going to change.
Monica Dunlap.
My opinion? They set her up.
Stay with it.
Okay, let's take it again.
Everything checks out. Her background, the dead cop. You got any doubts?
Contact Dunlap. All right. Sarah, we welcome you to fight with us.
Yes?
Monica?
Uh-huh.
Monica, this is Russ. We have a lady here who calls herself Sarah Hoffman.
Hoffman.
Yeah, she dropped in out of nowhere.
Oh, wow.
She wants to meet you. Can you meet with us?
Right.
We're at the top of Pine Canyon Road.
Okay.
I'll meet you at the bottom of the road.
All right. The PCU. I've got to meet them now.
Monica, this could be another trap.
I'm already trapped. The cops almost got me killed by using me, and they're not above trying it again.
Oh, Monica, it wasn't the police who tried to kill you. It's those people you're dealing with. Those gun-toting maniacs. Couldn't you even think of going back?
Because if I don't, if I back out now, I might as well have snitched. I might as well be dead. Don't you understand that?
No, I don't. Dad's right. I don't understand anything about you anymore.
Tina, I'm in trouble and I want out. And I'm going to get out. But it has to be my way.
Now, and I mean right now, Terrell. You gotta have your man grab Monica before she blows Pepper's cover.
I can't do it, Crowley. He's traveling clean. He's not going to contact us again until he pinpoints the path. Yeah.
I've got every house in the obvious area which has been rented within the last 2 months.
Crowley, Royster.
Yeah, Pete. What do you got?
Tina Dunlap called and she gave me two things. Monica mentioned Hoffman and also Pine Canyon Road. I'll meet you at the bottom of Pine Canyon.
Okay, we'll meet you there. This may be it. Terrell, let's get it together, okay?
You're on.
What do you got on Pine Canyon Road?
Sherman here. Put me through to Terrell.
Oh, you're really wiped out, aren't you?
I need some sleep.
Wait till Monica gets here before you crash, will you? I want you to meet her. She's on her way.
Okay, we got 4 recent rentals on Pinecrest.
How recent?
There's no way to tell.
We just picked up Pete.
Tyrell, I think we found it. It's in a cul-de-sac of Pine Canyon. The Dunlap girl is walking up the street right now.
Come on, Dunlap's here. Hey, she wants to meet you.
Hey, you're back. Hey, I'm gonna see you again.
Monica, meet Sarah Hoffman.
Hello, Monica.
She's not Sarah Hoffman. She's a cop.
What, is she crazy?
Telling you, the night I was in the hospital,
Either she's crazy or they got to her.
Nat, maybe she is crazy. She was crazy enough to kill that cop.
I had to do that. He had us with the load we were carrying, and he was radioing in our license. I had to do it. Listen to me. She's a cop.
Occupants of the house on the hill, this is the FBI. You have no means of escape. Throw down your weapons and you will not be harmed.
We've got him. Let's wait him out.
Look, Terrell, you got to do something. Now, look, now, Pepper's up there. If we wait for them to make a move, we're taking too much of a chance. We got to make a move. Now, give me and the guys a chance to get up around the house. I don't want a war. No, listen to me. I don't think you want another house full of dead martyrs. Now, let me do it my way, will you?
All right, go ahead.
Let's go.
Okay, hold your fire.
Hold your fire. Repeat. Hold your fire.
While you were questioning me, they came up on us.
Well, let's not wait. Looks like Anderson could stand some support.
Yeah. Thanks, Jim. Don't even try to figure it.
Kevin's a first-rate cop, Bill. You would be good for him, and he'd be good for the unit.
My dad, he said that you were one of the most beautiful women that he'd ever seen.
For a cop.
Even a moron knows he's got to announce 844 PC, basic police technique.
Here's the money. And if you do me one more little favor.
Come on, Sergio, I don't even care about the money.
You cut it out.
Police are all under arrest.
Hey, I was watching. You're real good.
Thanks.
First time here?
First time.
You too?
Yep.
It's a good place to meet. Me, I'm still looking though.
Pep,
Uh-huh.
there at the bar.
The little one?
He's the one, can take us to the man.
You know something? This place bores me.
Get lost.
Are you alone?
Uh-huh.
Me too.
So I see.
You want to dance?
Why not?
Crowley. Yellow.
I made the connection. No, not the name, but I got the address. Square one.
One Union Square. Not here.
We'll just wait. This man in the bar, you couldn't identify him through R&I, huh?
No. He was a funny-looking little guy. Funny mustache. So sad.
It's a funny business, he said. It's a barrel of laughs. Hey. How's he going?
Afternoon, Bill.
Hi, Ned. How are you? How's the old rocking chair?
Look, even if I had one, I wouldn't have time to sit in it.
Hi.
I'm sorry, this is Ned Duffy, ex-lieutenant of detectives. Meet Sergeant Pepper Anderson.
How do you do?
What he really means is X-rated. Get it, X-rated? No time for jokes, huh? Brunswick was married?
No, he wasn't.
Well, that makes it a lot easier. Me, I quit going to funerals the day I retired. But Kevin was there, of course.
Listen, Duff, I talked to Captain Peters. He told me you phoned.
Kevin's a first-rate cop, Bill.
Yeah, spoken like a true father.
You'd be good for him, and he'd be good for the unit.
He just made detective. He's a little young, isn't he?
Come on, will you? You were 2 years younger than him when you joined CCI. Look, Bill, Peters talked to me. He told me you went over the boy's record and you couldn't find anything that special. Okay. So there's nothing that special so far. Now, all I'm asking that you give him a chance, give him the incentive he needs. Will you talk to him? Please.
Okay, Duff, I'll talk to him. Hey, Joe. Joe Stiles, investigator Kevin Duffy.
Hi, Joe.
Pretty good. Pete Royster.
Hey, how are you?
Don't get up. And over here we have the infamous Sergeant Anderson.
Pepper.
Nice to know you, Pepper. It's a privilege to be working with you.
Thank you.
Well, you might not think it's such a privilege when she stops everything and powders her nose.
It's shiny eye powder.
Yeah, but in the middle of a shootout?
Oh, come on, you guys.
Grab a seat. Tell you what we've been up to. We've been working with a bunch of Cuban junk dealers who moved out here from the East. They've all banded together under one guy, one man. We want to know who he is, this connection.
The only thing we've been able to dig up so far is a couple of low-level informers.
Yeah, we've been working with a guy named Willie Lester. He's made a couple of small buys for Joe here. The other one belongs to Pepper. But we're keeping him cooled off in the wings for the time being. Any questions?
Yeah, I was wondering. These guys, are they the ones who blew up New Brunswick?
Maybe. We don't know. Chances are we may never know.
That's Willie.
How solid is he?
They trust him enough to let him mule small amounts back to Chicago and Detroit, but as a buyer, all they'll give him is ounces. So we're gonna Duke Stiles in and see what he can get.
He knows we're coming?
Yeah, he knows, man.
And everything is shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Willie, man. Hey, what's happening, blood? Come on in. Dig it, I want you to meet my partner, man. Sonny, this is Ham Peters out of Chicago. That's the same, blood. What's happening?
Nothing much.
Look, why don't you make yourself at home, huh? Hey, man, what's happening? Grab a chair, Willie. The Windy City, huh? How long you two been knowing each other? Off and on about 5 years. He's been taking care of my situation back there.
But all of a sudden it got warm in the dead of winter, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I can dig it. Yeah, so he's out here having a look at the palm trees. You could have done worse. Man.
I believe you.
How much you want to buy?
3 ounces.
It's too big. One's absolute tops. I'm surprised my man Willie didn't explain that.
Yeah, I am too, Willie boy.
Where's Royster? Isn't he in on this?
We're keeping Pete low-key for a while.
My dad. He's got a real sharp eye.
Yeah? How's that?
He said that you were one of the most beautiful women that he'd ever seen.
For a cop.
You said that. He didn't.
Well, thank him for me. That's nice. He's quite a guy, isn't he, Kevin?
Tough? He's got his faults like everybody else. But yeah, he's quite a guy.
Looks okay to me. How many times can it be stepped on?
One time, brother.
Next occasion I'm in town, why don't you see if you can float the quota?
You just bought yourself a limit, baby.
Oh. What's the matter? Don't your people trust you?
Look, you gonna swing with me, man. You deal with ounces. I can't do you no pound. Even if you are the big dude from the Shy.
Hi. Two coffees, honey.
2 coffees?
Yeah.
2.
Well, come on. Don't keep us in suspense.
It's only an ounce dealer.
His limit?
Somebody's limit, and he's holding to it like glue.
Anything on Brunswick?
He's slick. We don't have anything on him yet.
Man, this is ridiculous. We've laid out over 1,000 on this guy. It's a dead end. All we're doing is buying dope. Look, let's bust him. At least maybe we can get him to roll over on his connection.
Well, when do we go in?
Right now.
You want me to call Pete?
No, Pete's out. So's Pep for now. Listen, give Jordan a call. I want him to go in with us.
That means I'm in.
You're in. This is your big moment, kid. We're going my signal. You okay?
It's been so long since I've done anything like this, I've forgotten how to enjoy it. Can I take the front door?
Think you can handle it?
You bet.
You got it.
Police officer!
Think they're dealing?
I wish they were dealing.
Why is it every DA we get turns out to be a towel of jelly?
I'd like to know what the girl's telling them.
I'm afraid we've had it, gentlemen. The defendant claims when you forced entry to his premises, no one bothered to announce you were police officers.
What the hell are you talking about, Benedetti?
Ask him. Or ask her.
He didn't announce nothing.
I guess everything that was happening, I forgot.
People versus Sylvester S. Garrett. Is the defense ready?
We are, Your Honor.
Are the people ready?
Your Honor, we have a motion to make before the court.
What's your motion, Mr. Bernadetti?
We move, Your Honor, that the case be dismissed.
For what reason?
The arresting officers failed to comply with Section 844 of the Penal Code.
This case is hereby dismissed.
I'm sorry, fellas, but unless you comply with the code, all you do is waste everybody's time.
Yeah, listen, you want us to send this dope back to him, too? Or maybe we can help him sell it and just send him a check. Is that all right, Counselor? Let's go.
Better luck next time, pigs.
my skull inside out. I couldn't think of anything stupider than that.
Even a moron knows he's got to announce 844 PC, basic police technique. It should be so instilled in your brain, you don't even have to think. You know, any cop who could blow something like that ought to be shining shoes in some barbershop down on Fifth.
Didn't you ever just once in your life make a mistake, Dad?
No, never, nothing like that. How the hell could you forget the 844 door?
Guess I was nervous.
You'll guess you were nervous.
I wanted to get in there before that guy started flushing the
You
jug.
announced! You announced, damn it! You announced!
You listen to him?
844 PC, basic
When he was
police
kicking
technique.
indoors, you didn't even have to wear a badge.
It's like brushing your teeth and putting on your pants. That's what they teach you in school.
Look, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
Look, I've been teaching you responsibilities for the past 10 years. Longer than that, since you were a kid. But after I go beg for you, I humiliate myself. You go out and blow the first case you're assigned to.
Hey, what's all the...
Look, butt out. Will you run
Come
up,
on,
Bill?
these things happen, Duff.
It never happened to me. In 25 years, it never happened to me.
Maybe it should have. It might have been better for both of us.
Look, he flies up and handles some Kevin.
Yeah, he's real tough.
Hey, Ray, what do you know?
Not enough to keep me out of trouble. Who's your friend?
New partner.
Pepper says you can score for us.
Sure, why not? Guy's over there waiting for me in that green and yellow house. Apples, Pepper.
Celery.
Do you know his name?
Sergio. He's Cuban. They speak funny Spanish.
Have you ever been to Spain, Ray? In Spain, they think you talk funny Spanish.
How much can you buy?
Pieces.
What's the tab?
$4.50. You want me to take you in?
First, we want you to make a couple of small buys on your own, half a piece. See how he moves. See if he has to go trip for the stuff or if he's got it right there in his own pad.
When he trusts you, we'll see if we can get him into pounds. Maybe flesh out his connection.
Just as long as you don't burn me in court.
You won't have to testify. You've got my word on that. After you get the stuff, meet us at the car.
Here's your groceries, Pepper.
What did they stick you for the groceries?
$1.90 for that little bit. You believe it? You want a peach?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got an idea.
Yeah?
After we put away our toys, why don't the two of us have dinner?
No, I don't think so.
I don't mean candlelight and wine if that's what you're afraid of. I'm talking about a pepperoni pizza with anchovies and a beer.
Thanks, but no thanks.
May I ask why?
Ask.
Why?
I try to make it a habit not to get involved with the men I work with, especially the ones I ride with.
Is that Crowley's rule?
No, it's my rule.
Here comes our boy. See, I'm paying attention to the job even if you aren't.
You're right, I'm not. Look, why don't we have that pizza and beer? Only no anchovies, okay? Is that all right with you?
Hey, fine. Is that the woman in you or just sudden hunger pangs?
Probably a little of both. Okay, but I'll drive myself home, okay?
Yeah, I don't see. I mean, who could ask for anything more?
Almost everybody.
Yeah.
One, 2, 3 ounces. We're getting warm, Bill.
Yeah, very good. Where's old Kevin?
Downstairs in the garage.
Is he parking cars?
Could I have a cup of coffee, too?
How was your date last night?
my date.
Mm-hmm. Mighty Mouse Master saw you two at a pizza joint, and the whole place is buzzing. Buzz, buzz, buzz.
Oh, nothing's sacred anymore. All right, I'll confess. We're eloping Saturday. I was hoping you, Joe, and Pete would be best men.
Saturday. Can't, honey. I gotta do my laundry Saturday. But I tell you what, I'll send you some flowers.
I love sweet peas.
The kid likes you.
I like him. Bill, what's with his father? What's the real story between the two of them?
Pep, that's much too long a story to get into now.
I get the feeling that Kevin doesn't want to be a cop.
That's pretty severe.
I mean, maybe he's just not sure about all this, his life, what he wants to do with it. Did you know the mother?
Yeah. She's a beautiful lady. I mean, a really nice lady.
But she and the father.
You know, she loved old Duff. She put up with him like most cops' wives. You know about that.
Did she want Kevin to be a cop?
It's an interesting question.
That's my question.
No, as a matter of fact, she didn't. Look, can we get some work done around here?
Yeah, Sergio wants Ray to drive some junk back from the border. So it looks like the whole thing's going wide open.
I told him we had a serious buyer, and he said that if I'd mule for him, he'd move us up into pounds.
Looks like things are going good.
When's he want you to go?
Tomorrow morning. He wants me to meet a guy in San Isidro named Ramirez.
Can you take her with you?
Sure. I always wanted to go for a long ride with Pepper.
I hope you're a good driver.
Yeah, vas.
Listen, see if you can swing it with Sergio. Tell him she's your woman. Tell him you can't live from here to San Isidro without her. Drop it down.
Adios.
¿Quién es?
Sergio.
Raimundo.
Hey. Hi, negro.
Hey, man, how's it going?
It's always going one way or the other.
Hi.
Oh, hi to you too.
This is Grace Heller.
Come on in.
Oh, thank you.
Ay, mi Dios, papi, no antes sacar esta cosa tan bonita. Qué
Nice.
divina. Oh,
I like the music.
the only kind.
Well, I prefer a little with the beat, you know.
I bet you do.
Well, coming from Havana, you must. Oh, isn't that cute?
Thank you, but it's not cute. 456 separate pieces. I want 81 actual moving parts. I want to talk to you.
I was engaged to a man who had one like this, a real one, believe it or not. He bought it secondhand from his father-in-law.
If you were engaged, how could he have a father-in-law?
You can be engaged to a married man, Cece.
Oh, yeah?
She's something else.
If tomorrow's still on, I'd like to take Grace with me. It's good to have a woman in the car. It cools things down.
Please, some of that was just lewd.
Oh, I don't know how you have the patience. I would never have the Look, Ray, look at this one. Look at the motor.
What do you say, Sergio?
Please.
If she carries his stuff,
That's my
it
favorite
heats
one.
off me.
Mira, esta mujer me va a romper todos los autos.
This is the cut. Oh, Sergio, I'm sorry. I just picked it up.
Ay,
It's
Dios.
not glued on
Take
very
her.
good.
Take her, please. May I have the car?
Say, why don't we take a little detour down the road, just you and me?
Listen, you've never had more cops watching you in your whole life. We'd never make it to the turnoff.
Say, when you bust Sergio, why don't you let me have his toy cars?
Well, you might have to wait till Christmas, Ray. We're gonna let this load go through and see if it takes us to the number one man.
This is 12Y50. Can you see from over there, Kane?
It's 12Y52, Roger. Yeah, we're right on the 50-yard line, Bill.
Good.
Soy Solís.
Yo soy Ramírez.
Este chaval es Grace Heller.
Hasta la vista.
¿Cómo está? ¿Tuvieron buen viaje?
Me not speak Spanish.
Ah, no, no importa. Pasen, pasen.
Pues ya sabes, esta madre de 55 millas por hora se jode un...
Sí, sí, sí.
What are they saying?
He doesn't like the new speed limit.
Oye, tienes una mujer muy bonita. Te envidio.
Te cae, ¿eh?
Sí, sí, sí.
Está bien.
He thinks Pepper's a doll.
Terrific.
Sobre todo intrusa.
Se te hace.
Is that thing working?
Who knows?
What the hell are they doing?
What the hell are they so quiet about up there?
I don't know, Joe. Maybe they're counting the bread, or maybe your nose got shiny again or something.
Well, it's been very nice meeting you, and I hope to see you again soon.
Está bien.
Están viendo. Huh? They're coming out.
Espero que nos vuelvamos a ver.
No, sí, como que no. Óyeme, no te me atrevas a venir solo. Me la traes a ella también, ¿me oíste?
Simón.
Ciao.
Hasta luego.
Looks like we might have hit pay dirt.
I think you're right, Joe. You never do fasten your safety belt, do you, Joe?
Sergio just came up. Bobby, get your 10. He's going to take that load straight to the man.
Pepper Bill out of here if he spots you, we're dead.
Suspect turning west onto Lookout Road. We're going ahead.
Okay, we got it. I think the guy's hinky's speeding up.
You want us to come in?
No, I think he's made us. You better keep your distance. We blew it! Make yourself at home, Duff.
You didn't expect me to wait in the hall, did you?
Oh, no, Duff, not you. Certainly not you.
Hey, this is a pretty good report Kevin made out. Few too many adjectives, but on the whole, it's a pretty solid job. How's he doing, Bill?
Well, he hasn't embarrassed you in the past week, if that's what you mean.
Come on, where's that famous Crowley grin? Huh?
I guess I'm just tired today, that's all.
What was it, a redhead?
I guessed it was a redhead. He's doing okay.
You know, I get the impression you're not exactly doing cartwheels over the boy.
I'm not. I said it. He's doing okay. You want some coffee?
No.
Anything?
Come on, what's the matter, Bill? All right, you don't have to say it, I know. You think I was too hard on the boy the other day, right? Right?
Right.
Well, let's put it this way. An old man still has certain rights over his own kid.
Oh, what about the kid? What about his rights?
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
Oh, come on, Duffy. You may be a lot of things, but you're not dense.
You know, I don't think I like the tone of your voice.
I'm sorry. It's the way I talk when
When you're what?
when I'm tired.
When you're what, Bill?
When I see somebody, a human being, being crowded, being suffocated by somebody else's fantasies.
Suffocated. Fantasies. Very fancy words, but what do they mean? What are you talking about?
I'll tell you what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you and your boy. I've been thinking a lot about you two, and the more I think, the more I come to realize that that kid's where he is today. I mean, here, a cop in this unit, not because he wants to be here, but because you want him to be here, because you pushed him here.
What parent doesn't push when he's got the chance, the right?
The right to do what? To turn him into a hot dog and maybe see him end up dead?
Nobody's gonna end up dead if you pay a little attention to him, fella.
What?
It's your responsibility, Sergeant. It's your job to make him a good cop.
I'll tell you what my responsibility is, Duffy. My responsibility is to run this unit. Your responsibility was to leave him alone and give him the chance to find out who he really is, what he really wanted. I don't think you ever gave him that chance.
You know, I used to like this place. I used to like it a lot.
Who says cops aren't around when you really need them?
What do you got, Ray?
I got a call from our toy maker. He wants us to make another run.
Same place?
I think it's a big one. Word's around that some of the big Cubano dealers are in town.
Hey, Ray, what would happen if you suddenly got appendicitis?
Probably asked Pepper to go. He's been after her since the day you met her. I guess he digs dumb blondes.
Okay. When we leave here, we're going to check you into County General Hospital.
Hey, I've already had my appendix taken out.
So you make medical history?
Can I go with Pepper?
No.
Why not, Bill?
I want you to go with Pete.
You're afraid I'd blow it?
It's nothing personal, Kevin. I'm just afraid Sergio might have seen your face when he made us the other day.
It was one split second.
That's all it takes, man, is one split second. Then you're both dead.
Ramírez. Sí. No te preocupes por la chavala ni por el otro vato. Son a todo dar. Son de confianza. Se llama Pedro.
Sí. Sí, los dos están aquí. Ujú. Bueno, tú cuídate, ¿eh?
Did he tell you I was taking his place?
Yeah.
De Niro.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, 10.
Hey, it's all there.
Pure heroin. I'd say 4 kilos.
Gracias, senor. And you're under arrest, police officer. Turn around, put your hands on the wall. Turn around.
Move. Gentlemen? You said you do good work.
Well, hello, Joe.
Hi, hi.
Hi, hi, hi. Welcome home with I hope and trust no problems.
No problem, Sergio. Here, take it.
Oh, nice. You've done a fine job, both of you.
Where's the dinero, man?
Oh, come, Grace. I'll get it for you. Hey, don't touch any of my cars.
I used to go with the guy who drove a black one like that.
Yes, I know the guy.
Hey, come in. I won't hurt you as long as you're engaged to Solis. I won't lift a finger. Or are you engaged to Pedro now, huh?
I don't like the way you're looking at me, Sergio.
All right, don't worry. Here's the money for Pedro. And if you do me one more little favor, I'll double yours.
What's the favor?
I think I've been followed lately, so I would like you to accompany me in your car to a little place right here in the city.
It's gonna mule her right to the man.
Oh, you want me to carry the package, is that it?
No risk and twice the money.
In case you're stopped.
But your friend has to go home. Okay?
I'll ask him.
Good.
Pedro. There you go. Nice work. Sergio wants me to do him a favor. Can I borrow your car? Come on, I'm a good driver. Let me have your car. I'll take care of it. You listening, fellas? Same route as last time. We just turned west on Lookout Road. Uh-oh, this is it. 4365 Lookout Road. Oh, my purse on the door.
You made it, huh?
Hola, Roberto.
Cards. 5, 7.
Your bet.
600.
6.
Kevin, I got the front. You guys take the back. Nobody makes a move till Pepper's out of there.
What's the big hurry?
Oh, Ray'll kill you.
Don't kid yourself.
Come on, Sergio, I don't even care about the money.
You will later when you don't have it. You'll kick yourself for missing this fine opportunity.
Cut it out. You cut it out. I said, cut it.
Oh, not now. Not this time.
Stop it.
Let's go.
párale. Si quieres jugar, vete a tu casa, caramba, tanto que te he dicho que párale. Ay, ¿qué no? Si quieres jugar, vete a tu casa. ¿Qué no me lo digo que me vas a meter, caramba, tanto? ¿Qué no me vas a hacer? ¿Cuánto tiempo estamos? Te lo dije, mira. ¿Qué pasa? Asustadito.
Se me escapó la gringuita, pero se me la consigo otra vez.
Get over here.
Thanks a bunch. What kept your cribbage game?
The guy said stop.
You should have been there.
Get out of here.
Police officers, open up. You're all under arrest. Freeze! Police! Drop your guns!
All right, throw 'em out. Throw 'em out.
No tiren, por favor. Don't shoot, please.
Get your face down there.
Police officer, halt! Don't push, man. Don't push.
It's gonna be all right. Kevin. It's gonna be all right. We're going to the hospital. We'll get you there right away. The doctors are waiting for you, Kevin.
With a resident in charge on 59 West. Call 133 West.
Bill.
Yeah, Duff?
The doc called, said he came too. You seen him?
Yeah, he's gonna make it.
That's good. Oh, excuse my manners. Hi, Sergeant.
It's okay. Hi.
You know, it's funny. I'm a little afraid to go in the room. I mean, I can't believe it after those reports.
You thought he was gonna die?
That's what I thought.
He almost did, Duff.
Thanks to me? Is that what you mean?
That's exactly what I mean.
Bill, what?
No, I remember you that day at the courthouse. You announce, you hollered at him. You announce. Well, I'm saying it to you again now, in case you didn't hear me. You pushed. You pushed. You pushed too damn hard.
He'll never win any awards for tact.
I never did. He's allowed to say what he thinks.
Well, do you want to know what I think, Lieutenant Duffy? I know your son. I've gotten to know him pretty well in the past few weeks. And he's one of the nicest men I've ever met. And he's good. He's brave. And you're his father. And I know that some of those qualities had to come from you. At least, that's what I think, Lieutenant Duffy. Now, if you go in there to see him, I bet you're going to find out there's nothing to be afraid of.
Thanks, Sergeant.
Dr. Whittenberg, outside call.
How you feeling?
Not too bad.
Yeah, I know. It only hurts when you inhale and exhale, huh? I don't mind telling you, I've been worried.
I guess I'm the lucky one. I mean, for a few days I didn't know what was going on.
Look, son. Look, if you want to take a leave of absence, You know, to think. Or if you want to quit and go back to school. Hey, remember you used to talk about going to law school sometimes? Huh?
I'm kind of groggy, not that, but we can decide.
You'll decide.
Dr. Callahan, call 125 West.
Oh, there you are.
I just phoned in. We got a whole hour off with me.
Okay. You were pretty hard on him.
I was the way I felt.
I mean, you were right, but you were pretty hard.
Yeah, you said that. How many times you have to say it?
Twice is enough.
I'll phone him tonight.
And be less,
Yeah, well, I'll be exactly the way I feel.
Okay.
We got a pretty good cafeteria downstairs. Serve a lunch for $1.10.
Is that some sort of invitation?
What's the matter? Haven't you ever been propositioned on an elevator before?
Not for $1.10, no. But who could resist such natural charm? I accept.
Captain says you think it could be blackmail or extortion.
Yeah, well, we don't have any evidence yet, but Pepper has a lead that may be valuable.
She's been withdrawing large amounts of money from the bank, and she won't account for it.
Are you being blackmailed? I met with him a few times. Went to his place. And that's when he told me about the pictures. Horrible pictures.
Well, I don't have any more money.
He's got a policewoman aboard. I don't want any shooting.
If that last number didn't wake you up, I just got a call from a chick. At least I think it was a chick. Either that or it's a guy with a problem. Anyway, this person said to me that it's not true that men are physically superior to women. And proof of that is the fact that the greatest warriors in the history of warfare were women, the Amazons, who defeated every army of males they ever came up against until they got pregnant. Hey, you know, I just got an idea. Really, and if I were a criminal, I'd use it, but I'm passing it along to any criminals who may be listening, free of charge. The next time you're caught by a policeman, and it happens to be a lady cop, don't let them intimidate you. Treat them as if they were Amazons, and act accordingly. Any of you fellas out there listening, like to give me a call, let me know what you think of my idea, put you on the air, just give me a call here at 555-4321.
Thanks.
By the way, if there are any lady cops listening, just give me a call. I'll put you on the air, too, fellas.
You...
Yeah, that's 555-4321.
You certainly will.
Women's lib. But I love women in their place. Or mine, whichever happens to be handier. Yeah, just give me a call right now. Hey, must be getting to somebody. Larry Brooks, talk to me.
My name is Anderson. Sergeant Pepper Anderson. I'm a policewoman.
Hey, you're kidding me. You put me, a cop? You put me on.
I can't believe that a grown man can really believe the nonsense you've been spouting, especially about policewomen. And if you think it's funny, I think you better get a new joke book.
Come on, Sergeant. Where's your sense of humor? Look, I'm the first to admit that women are not only equal to men, they're superior in many ways. But coping with violent criminals isn't one of them.
It certainly is. How much time do I have?
You got 2 minutes, Sergeant Pepper. Hey, Sergeant Pepper, that's cute.
Not as cute as what I'm going to tell you.
Hey, you really told that creep off last night. Good work.
No, did you hear that?
Sure, I thought you did just great.
I don't know what got into me. Hi,
Pep
fellas.
did great.
Morning, Pep.
Wait, you mean you heard it too?
Listens, but we did hear about it.
Oh, well, I gotta admit, it did give me a bit of pleasure telling off that creep.
Larry Brooks. Gee, I'm sorry I missed it. There you go.
What's this?
Larry Creep phoned in. Want you to call him back.
You're kidding.
Speak to me.
This is Sergeant Anderson, Mr. Brooks, returning your call.
Still mad at me, huh?
How can you tell? What do you want?
I'll tell you when I see you.
See me? Why?
You always carry your 45?
38, Detective Special.
Look, I want to see you. How about having lunch with me tomorrow? 1 o'clock at Fouquet's at the Marina. Ever been?
Fouquet's. No, I've never been there. If you want to apologize, apologize right now.
All right, look, I apologize. See, I want you to be a guest on my show.
I have said all I want to say.
Fouquet's.
Come on, Pepper, please. I want to see you.
They make a fantastic peanut butter sandwich there.
Okay, Mr. Brooks. It's a date.
1 o'clock tomorrow. Great. Mr. Brooks has just been fired. Can I help you? His bank? Oh, he's just been promoted. Yeah, if you're worried about that loan. How are you, Mr. D'Angelo? My wife's account? Yeah, you're right. Yes, I would call that substantial. Oh, sure. Go ahead and pay it. Yeah, I'll straighten it out when I get home tonight. Yeah. Thanks for calling, Mr. D'Angelo. Bye-bye.
What are you doing?
Bank called me this afternoon. They said you were overdrawn, and no wonder. What are all these $500 checks for?
What $500 checks?
Household expenses.
Well, then I guess that's what they're for, household expenses.
What household expenses?
All kinds of things like groceries, furniture, clothing, inflation.
Don't get funny.
Oh, I'm sorry, Larry, I forgot. That's your department, with everybody else but me.
Look, you've got charge accounts and credit cards to handle household expenses. I want to know what this unaccountable $500 is for. It's not just once. It's every week for the past 3 months, right on the dot.
So what? You can afford it. Ever since you've been in the big money, that's all you're interested in, money. This is the first interest you've shown in me in a couple of years. And that's because I'm spending too much money.
Look, I worked damn hard to make it. I think I got a right to know where it's going out to. What are these, gambling debts? You horning coke?
Yes. Yes! And anything else you can think of. Now are you satisfied? Now that you know where your rotten, filthy, stinking, precious money goes?
Still mad.
How could I be?
Thanks. Look, I need to keep this a strictly business luncheon, so I gotta ask you again.
Now look, I made a fool of myself one time. That was my one consecutive appearance, and that's it, okay?
Okay. Business aside, why don't you take the afternoon off? Come on, I got a boat. We can relax for an hour. Sorry. How about having a drink with me later on?
Now, the reason I accepted your luncheon invitation was to show you that I'm not always that obnoxious. Besides, I don't get involved with married men.
Very happily married man. Really? It's just when I meet somebody, guy or gal, that is on the up and up, more than usual, I want to spend some more time with them. More wine? Speaking of marriage, I got this friend. He's really got a problem.
Hey, come on. You're talking to a cop, remember?
Yeah, it's me. Old, happily married's got a problem.
Yeah, it's a situation I don't know how to handle. My wife, and I do love her very much, really. But she's been withdrawing large amounts of money from the bank and she won't account for it. I thought at first she might be covering gambling debts or buying dope, you know, but neither of those things are her.
Well, you think, a man might happen?
No way. She's still young. She's very attractive. She could get any guy she wants without paying him. Yeah. I know this is not a cop thing, but maybe...
That's okay.
Here I am dragging you into this.
I don't mind.
Well, maybe if you could suggest a private detective, somebody that you respect.
Yeah, there's a Lou Merritt. He's in the book.
Thanks. Care for more wine?
Oh, I gotta go back to work. Are you kidding?
Oh, how'd it go?
Lunch. Oh, I'm sorry I'm a little late.
It's all right. How'd it go?
It was fun. It was real nice. It was even nicer than nice. It was bittersweet nice. He's a real guy.
Oh, he's not such a creep, huh?
Well, he's not as much a creep as I thought he was. We started out with shrimps ramen. We had white wine, and it was really great.
Why don't you tell me about on the way?
Where are we going?
The morgue.
Kathy O, come on in. How about a drink?
No.
What's wrong? I still mix them like you like.
I said it. No.
Now, I know this isn't Buckingham Palace, but I kind of like to know when someone's going to drop by. I have a friend coming in a few minutes.
Another lady friend you're planning to blackmail?
Kathy, I don't mind telling you, you're kind of special to me. And I wouldn't mind seeing you again. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? So you can take more disgusting pictures of us? I want them destroyed. I know what you're thinking. She's here. And she's supposed to be giving me another big, fat envelope filled with money. Well, I don't have any more money. And there isn't going to be any more. I'm overdrawn at the bank, and my husband found out.
And did he find out why?
Oh, no. But I'll have to account to him from now on for every penny.
Well, you'll think of something.
I have.
Now, that would be pretty dumb, Kathy. But you're just dumb enough to do it. So I don't think I'll call you.
Where are you going?
To get your pictures. And the negatives. Out of that desk.
Kathy? Hi, Loretta. Miss Brooks up yet?
I haven't heard her shower.
Got any coffee?
Oh, you know there's always hot coffee in this house, Mr. Brooks.
Yeah.
How'd the lecture go?
Oh, fine. Just fine. Kathy?
No, according to the autopsy report, suicide is ruled out. The deceased was right-handed. The entry wound was on the left side of the head.
Well, I tell you something. Somebody sure as hell wanted to make it look like suicide because the report indicated that there were powder burns at the entry wound.
That's right.
Anything else, Fred?
Yeah. Shoe prints. We found a few in the garden.
But not Brooks's.
No, and not the gardener's. Captain says you think it could be blackmail or extortion.
Yeah, well, we don't have any evidence yet, but Pepper here has a lead that may be valuable. Could save us a lot of time.
Well, good luck.
Thanks, Frank.
All right.
Why don't you just go pay your lunch date a visit?
Nothing points to him.
Go pay him a visit anyway.
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for stopping by.
I'm sorry about what happened.
Yeah. Have a seat. It's in the bleachers, but it's the best we have.
Thanks.
Yeah, Stacy wanted me to take some time off, but what would I do? Just sit around wishing I were dead, too? At least this way it keeps my mind off it for a little while.
I'm here officially, Larry.
Coroner's report?
Yeah, I have to ask you a few questions.
Yeah, death caused by person or persons unknown. I couldn't believe it was suicide.
The medical examiner put the time of death at about midnight Tuesday. Where were you then?
I was up in Belleville.
That's about 150 miles north of here.
Mm-hmm.
Doing what, Larry?
I was delivering a lecture on radio broadcasting at State Teachers College.
At midnight?
On the afternoon. There was a reception afterwards at Dr. Lindstrom's. He's president of the college, Dr. Eric Lindstrom. Afterwards, I was too tired to drive back, so I checked into a motel. I drove home the next morning and found Kathy.
What motel was that?
The only one up there, the Belleville.
Look, I'm gonna go over to the campus and see what's happening. I'll pick you back up here later.
Don't forget to write.
Just take care of the business at hand.
Hello.
We're filled up. Too bad. You're cute.
Oh, thank you. Then my mama was right.
Are you postgraduate?
Police Academy.
Look, man, we're clean.
Yes, I know. Don't worry. That's not why I'm here.
Oh, well, in that case, if you want a room for a couple of hours, I can arrange that. I'll even give you a rate.
I'll bet you could. Do you know Larry Brooks?
The DJ, sure. He was in here last week. He's also cute.
Tuesday night?
Somebody told you.
You definitely remember seeing him here that night.
Oh, yeah, I saw him go to his room. Alone. He said all he wanted to do was sleep.
What time was that?
Early, 9 o'clock.
When was the next time you saw him?
When he left in the morning.
Did he receive any calls during the night or make any?
No.
I mean, are you sure? Could he have gotten up during the night and split without you knowing it?
Why would he do that?
Sure, I could have driven back between 9 and midnight. Murdered Kathy. Still had plenty of time to drive back to the motel, check out in the morning with a perfect alibi. But why?
That's what we're trying to find out.
I need a cup of coffee. Anybody else?
Black.
No, thanks.
Look, Sergeant, I love my wife. I know I have no way of proving that, but I really did.
People kill people every day, Mr. Brooks. People who love the people they kill. Isn't that strange?
Larry, did you ever find out why your wife wrote all those checks?
No. No, I never got around to it.
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to kill her?
No?
Was she involved with another man?
It's hard to believe.
If there was another man, do you have any idea at all who it might have been?
No.
I have to ask you this. Were you or are you involved with another woman or women?
No.
But you took me out to lunch and asked me to have a drink with you later.
Yeah, I was a guy who was teed off with his wife. I was feeling sorry for myself. Just wanted to be with somebody for a while, that's all. And the fact of the matter is, Sergeant, Kathy and I hadn't been getting on too well lately. I was spending a lot of time at work. We were growing apart. Yeah, it was my fault, but that's the way it was. The gals that she shops with, lunches with, golfs with, they saw more of her than I did the past year or so.
Oh, nice place.
Are you ready for some girl talk, Sergeant?
Yes, that's why I'm here.
We have a table over here. First of all, this place helps to relieve the monotony, if you know what I mean. You can sit in the middle.
No. What monotony?
Well, the kind of monotony of being the wife of a very VP type. Drink?
No, thank you.
William? The usual? Me too.
Oh, could I have a glass of water?
He's never around when you need him. With mine, change that to never around, period. And you're married?
Oh, no, I'm not married.
And you work? I've thought of taking a job, anything. But my husband would have a fit image and all that. So I spend most of my time making sure that The freezer's full up and the maid knows what to prepare for dinner. Shopping. But then how much can a girl shop? So, we come here to unbore, you could say.
Believe me, some of the jocks around here aren't half bad. And so I noticed. However, I came to talk about Kathy Brooks.
Oh, Kathy. Well, in a nutshell, some of us play around. But Kathy didn't. A round of golf was more like it for her.
She wasn't involved with anyone?
Kathy? No. I would have said so, too, up until about a week ago.
Well, what happened about a week ago?
Well, now, I don't know if this will mean anything to you, but I was at her house when she received this phone call from someone she addressed as Dennis. Well, she cut it short, saying that she couldn't talk and that she'd call him back later. When she hung up, I was my usual nosy self, and I asked her, hey, who's Dennis?
What'd she say?
She said it was somebody from the radio station calling for her husband.
No. Dennis? No, Dennis works here.
And your wife? She never mentioned anyone with that name?
My wife's cousin, Dennis Farrell. He's with the State Department in Italy with his wife and 2 kids.
He's there now?
Oh, we got a letter from the other day. He's on his way to Switzerland for a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Pepper.
Yeah?
Thanks.
Stand over there. Let the sergeant take a good look at you.
Who's that, John?
Tommy Thompson, burglar. And a damn lousy one at that. Broke into the house next door to the disc jockeys last night.
Brooks?
Brooks. But the people came home and surprised him. So he broke a vase over the owner's head. But the owner had a thick skull. And his ID was enough to identify a pal.
What am I doing down in homicide? I didn't kill him.
No, you didn't kill him. But I'm quite sure the sergeant here would be very interested in what you were doing next door.
Next door? I didn't do nothing next door.
He didn't do nothing next door. But leave the shoe prints that we found last night. Identical to the shoes he's wearing right now.
You want to tell us about that, Tommy?
My shoes?
Huh? You want to tell us about that? Huh?
I was never in there.
Well, how come your shoe prints were found outside the window?
Okay. One night.
What night? What night was that?
Monday or Tuesday.
Was it Monday or Tuesday?
I think it was Tuesday.
You think it was
Tuesday?
Tuesday?
I was climbing in the window and somebody drove up and scared me off.
Yeah, they drove on what? A car?
Yeah, a car.
What kind of a car was it?
I don't know what kind of car.
Huh?
It was late.
How late was it?
I think about 12 o'clock.
About 12?
Yeah. And someone got out.
Was it a man? Huh? A woman?
I didn't stick
Was it one
around. I
person
didn't
or
stick
two?
around to see, man. I just split.
Oh, wait a minute. You got frightened enough by a car, which you can't even describe when somebody got out. You know, it was a woman or a man or one person or two people. I mean, you believe that?
Hell no, I don't believe it.
I don't believe it either.
Wait, it's
Tommy.
the truth, and y'all want me to tell a lie and say I went in that house and killed that woman.
What woman? I didn't say anything about no woman. I didn't say anything about no woman. What woman, man? How did you know there was a woman killed, Tommy?
It was
Huh?
it was in the paper and on the TV.
Was it?
Wasn't it?
Was it? I don't think it was on the TV. Huh, Tommy? Huh?
I don't know. I might have. I drink too much, and sometimes I get these blackouts, and when I wake up, I don't remember nothing.
You looking for work?
Oh, no, I have a job. I'm a police officer.
And I've got a license, so?
Are you Tina Thompson?
Yes.
I need some information about your husband.
Oh, that bum. Greetings, Mr. G. Haven't seen you for a couple of days.
Dinah available, Tina?
No, she's kind of tied up right now, Mr. G. But what about Patty? You'd like her. She's got fingers like feathers, but firm, you know.
Is she available?
No, she's not.
Okay, let's give Patty a try.
You won't be sorry that you did. She's in tent number 4.
Thank you.
Tent number 4.
Business.
About your husband. You know he's in custody.
What's it for this time?
Burglary, assault, suspicion of murder.
Murder? Oh, he finally hit the jackpot. I always knew he would. I just thought it would be me.
You mean he's tried to kill you?
Like clockwork. Cuckoo clock.
He says he gets blackouts.
Blackout, DTs, you name it. He's a wino. One whiff of the grape and he's liable to do anything.
Well, Mrs. Thompson, can you possibly remember what time he came home last Tuesday night?
Last Tuesday night? I haven't seen that bum in a month since he broke open my piggy bank. Excuse me. Alley's Paradise, where every man is a sultan. Who? No, there's no Pepper Anderson working here. Well, not under that name.
That's me.
Oh.
Thank you. Hello.
Pepper? Larry, I called your office, and when I told them it was kind of important, they gave me this number to call. I'm at home right now, and I was going through some of Kathy's things, and I came across a piece of paper with initials on it, DG, and a telephone number.
DG. Dennis.
Maybe. I was going to call the number myself and find out who it was, but I figured I'd let you people handle it.
Okay, Larry. Thank you. Bye-bye.
You know, darling, if you ever want to give up that badge for a little more interesting work.
Thank you. I'll remember that. Thank you very much.
What a waste.
Morning, Pep. 2 things. First, Tommy Thompson withdrew his confession at 4 a.m. He said his memory just came back to him and he didn't do it.
You believe him?
Well, I don't believe anything till I have to. The other thing is that phone number Brooks gave you. We checked it out. That's the address right there.
How do you feel?
Great. What made you ask?
The marina.
Oh, we ran a quick make on him. He's a management consultant doing business out of the marina address, which is also his residence, which is also where he keeps a big boat, on which he does a lot of entertaining, mostly female.
Has he got a record?
A few traffic violations. In fact, he's a guy with nothing on him except apparently enough bread to swing like a king.
Is there a law against that?
Depends on how he gets it. For now, what I'd like to know is how and why Kathy Brooks had his phone number. Didn't you say something about Brooks having a boat?
Aren't you ever going to drink that?
No, I just like to watch it fizz. Yes, sir.
Okay, get my bow line, will you, pal?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, boy. Here we go. Give me a little shove off now, will you, buddy?
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Have a nice day.
I will, you do.
Go get him, Tiger.
What's the trouble?
Oh, hi. I don't know. It just went dead all of a sudden. I can't get it started.
I'll come aboard, see if I can fix it.
Oh, gee, fantastic.
Now, don't look so worried. Whatever it is, I can fix it.
You know, it just looks so complicated. All those nuts and bolts.
Dennis Graham.
Eve Marshall.
Miss or Ms.?
Mrs.
Figures. Look, maybe I better give you a tow into the service station. Sorry about this.
Oh, it's not your fault. But boy, is my husband gonna love me tonight.
Say, my pad's right here at the marina. So while they're working on her, come on up and have a nice, cool drink. I happen to make them pretty good.
You got fresh limes?
Ooh, that's good.
Good for you, too. Helps drive away the blues.
Oh, that's great. Except I'm not feeling blue.
Oh, now, come on. This pet boat of yours doesn't get fixed fast. You're not going to really enjoy telling your husband about it tonight, are you?
Oh, my husband is a very understanding type.
Now say that again. And this time, look at my face when you say it.
He's okay. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it.
Why not, Eve?
Well, because we have our troubles like everybody else, and he has a bad heart, and it makes me feel guilty. Okay, so let's not talk about him.
His bad heart. How does that affect your marriage, other than that?
That is a very personal question.
But doesn't get an answer.
Why don't we talk about you?
My favorite subject.
Aside from being modest, what are your other qualities?
Well, I make a good drink. And I guess you could say I enjoy my work. I'm a management consultant, among other things.
Meaning?
I'm also a connoisseur of good wine and beautiful women. Since I've just stocked my cellar.
What's up there?
My bedroom. You want to see it? I'll give you the grand tour of my palazzo here. I'll just get us another one of these. Would you get that for me, Eve?
Hello?
Is this Dennis Graham's apartment?
Yes, it is.
Oh, is he there? Will you tell him it's Mrs. McClung?
It's a Mrs. McClung.
Not to worry. It's just the landlady. Hello, Linda. Listen, I can't talk just now. Because I have someone here and I'm busy. Bore. Hello.
Mr. Graham? This is Bill Jensen down at the dock. I'm a new fellow working down here. Yeah, we just found somebody on your boat. I don't know what that means, but maybe you better come down and check it out.
Breaking into my boat.
Emergency?
Yeah, indeed it is. Indeed it is. Someone's breaking into my boat, but I'll be right back. My boat. What do you mean he got away?
Well, I'm just about to call the police, Mr. Graham. He just got away from me, that's all.
Well, who was he?
I don't know.
What did he look like?
Just an ordinary-looking guy, nothing special. I tell you something, I think you ought to check your boat out. Just to see if he did any damage or took anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah, all right.
I'm sorry, Mr. Graham.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
Dennis?
Yeah?
Dennis? I just called home. There's an emergency. I gotta get back.
But,
I took down your number. I'll phone you. I mean that.
Okay.
Did you Get anything?
He's a charmer, that old fox.
Thank you. Hello.
Mrs. McClung, I'm Sergeant Crowley. This is Sergeant Anderson.
How do you do?
Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
Now, what's this all about?
Maybe about you, or rather, you and Dennis Graham.
I don't know anyone by that name.
Same voice.
I think so.
What are you talking about? What is this?
I was at his apartment yesterday when you phoned. Is this Dennis Graham's apartment? Is he there? Will you tell him it's Mrs. McClung?
Do you want to tell us about the two of you, ma'am?
I said, I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me explain something to you, Mrs. McClung. There was another lady, maybe you read about her in the papers. Her name was Kathy Brooks. She's dead. Somebody killed her. Now, we think somebody was blackmailing her and for some reason murdered her.
Dennis?
Maybe. Is he blackmailing you?
Is he blackmailing you, Mrs. McClung?
We know that you're married, that you have a husband.
Oh, God. We've had our bad moments, but they're gone, past. I didn't know how much I loved him until this happened. And he loves me. And if he ever finds...
Believe me, we will do everything we can to keep him from finding out. Now, we know courage is an easy word to say, but not always so easy to come by. But for your sake, for the sake of who knows how many other women, won't you please tell us? Are you being blackmailed?
I met with him a few times. Went to his place. And that's when he told me about the camera he has in his bedroom. And he showed me the pictures. Horrible pictures.
When are you supposed to see him again?
As soon as I have the money for the next payment.
You want to call him now and arrange it? Please.
Oh, that's not it. If he really killed that woman, and I make a slip, what if he tries to do something to me?
We'll be there.
You know, it's funny, but if this works out, I think I'm going to feel a lot better about everything.
Pigeon approaching coop.
It's open. Hello, Linda. You're early.
Maybe I couldn't wait to give you this.
There's no rush. How about a drink?
All right, a glass of wine.
Claret, will you?
Yes, if you have it.
For you, I have it. Very nice, too.
Here it is. Another payment for my sins.
It wasn't all that bad, was it?
Take it, Dennis. You want it, don't you?
Linda, come on. There's no rush.
Take your hands off me.
In that case, I'll take your money.
Police officers, Graham.
What's this all about? Eve.
I'm a police officer.
You're under arrest for extortion and suspicion of murder.
And the last time you saw her was Tuesday afternoon?
Yes.
Afternoon?
Yes.
Well, yeah, now, then what happened?
So I asked her if she'd like a drink. She said no. So I said, okay. I had this date coming by in a little while.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then she took out this gun. And I grabbed a hold of her. And the gun went off. The bullet must have gone out the door onto the balcony, because later on I looked around on all the walls and I couldn't find any holes.
Yeah, go ahead. What happened then?
And I slapped her.
Hello.
Pepper? Larry.
Hi, Larry.
I just heard. You got him.
Well, we think so.
Thank God. You know, Pepper, when this whole mess is really over with, I'd love to see you again. If that's all right with you.
Well, sometime, Larry, sure.
You name it.
Well, I don't know. Why don't you phone me and we'll see. There's someone at the door. I'm expecting guests. Bye, Larry. How'd it go with Graham?
The show's truthful, damn it.
Well, you know, in a way, I'm not surprised.
Oh, really? Is that your woman's intuition again?
Oh,
Not out of scotch, right?
no, it's behind the bourbon.
Well, that brings us back to your friend.
Yeah, Larry Brooks.
Yeah, the more I think about it, Hank, the more I think he just could have been the guy in the car the other night. Scared Thompson off. You don't agree?
No. Something Linda McClung said when she was looking for Graham's phone number. Remember, she opened her address book and said, no, that's not it. And then she got it off a piece of paper.
Yeah?
It's just a hunch.
Your woman's intuition again?
Don't knock it.
You do play the percentages, don't you?
You know a better way?
Who you calling?
Linda McClung. And then maybe Mr. Brooks. He just asked me for a date.
We'll order later, Raoul.
Comme vous voulez, Monsieur Brooks.
Well, if I knew how to say it in French, I'd tell you how glad I am to change your mind.
I'm a woman.
So I've noticed. A toast to the police department.
Told you we'd try our best.
Well, the lead I gave you really paid off, didn't it?
Lead?
Graham's phone number.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it did pay off. Where'd you find it, Larry?
And Kathy's things. I was going through one of her old purses and it was shoved in behind some charge accounts. Didn't I tell you that?
Guess I never asked. Shows how careless cops can be sometimes.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Well, homicide usually goes over things very carefully, like purses, very thoroughly.
Yeah, well, this is one they missed.
Yeah, they sure did. Explain something to me, Larry.
Uh-huh.
My partners and I, we did some checking with a woman, another victim of Graham's, and with the phone company. What we found out was the number you gave us, Graham's number, that was a new number. It was changed 2 days after your wife's murder. You got that number from information, and you knew about the blackmail. You wanted us to know that Graham had a motive. But Graham didn't kill her. You did.
Just leave it there. Don't try anything. I have friends. And there's a mic in there, too. They've heard everything.
Okay. Your friends know where I have this aimed.
Why did you kill her?
She was a bum. A slut. She did things with him, everything.
How did you find that out?
I was trying to call her all day from Belleville. She wasn't in, so I decided to come down and check it out. As I got to the house, she arrived. I asked her about it. She confessed the whole thing. She got hysterical. She told me she had gone to see him to kill him. She showed me the gun. But instead of killing him, they made love. I went crazy. I didn't mean to. God, I didn't mean to. Get up. Get up. Don't.
Get out of here! She gets it!
And remember, he's got a policewoman aboard. I don't want any shooting.
Thanks, guys.
You okay?
Oh, I'm freezing.
Yeah, I'll get you a hot buttered rum.
Oh, good. Anything that's hot. I look a mess.
You look great to me. Cutting it pretty close, weren't you?
Out there?
Oh, in the restaurant. Cutting it pretty close.
Yeah, that's the last time I played percentages, Bill.
Till the next time, Pepper. Till the next time.
My sister is missing. Please help me find her.
What do you blind, stupid public servants know or care
Well, I
about
tell you,
the
this
truth?
particular blind, stupid public servant is the one who decides whether or not to book you.
Glenna Burns is a mute. She's different from us in only one way, Mr. Lord. She can't speak.
I want an ambulance sent to 102 Crestview and make it quick.
Look, I did not touch her. I do not know where she was staying.
Operator, I'm telling you, she would never leave the phone off the hook.
Southern Airlines announces the departure of Flight 19 for Dallas, Atlanta, and Miami at Gate 1. All passengers, Southern Airlines Flight 19, plane is now ready for boarding at Gate 1. Miss Sears of the Jolly Old Tour Group urgently requests that all members report to her in the Lanai Lounge. Thank you.
Where to, miss? No speaking English, huh? Oh, okay, I get it. Oh, I understand. You want me to wait, but I gotta keep the old clock ticking now, huh?
Yes? Glenna? Well, of course. I'd recognize you anywhere. How nice to see you. Come on in. Let's go in the den. This way, Glenna. Certainly nice to meet you after all these years. I don't know. She left 6 weeks ago. I haven't seen her since. I'm sorry. I don't understand it, dude. I'm certainly glad you came. Things had gotten to the point where I was going to call you, send you a telegram, find out what you'd heard, if you knew anything at all. See the police about what? Oh, no. You don't report a disappearance unless you suspect foul play, and with Beth, it wasn't that. Well, look, you must have known she wrote you all the time. I mean, our marriage was not... Look, she was emotionally disturbed. Now, she threatened to leave many times, and one night, all of a sudden, like that, she was gone. But she'll be back. I know, Beth. Now, don't worry. Look, maybe you'd like to stay here, and we can try to work this out together. Look, I know it's not the Taj Mahal, but it's surely more comfortable than a hotel room.
Julian! Julie! Darling, I've just been... Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you had a guest.
This is my secretary, Irene Wilson. She...
Julian, was that her sister?
It sure was.
Tell Crowley I got his message. I'm sorry I'm late. I'm on my way to Lieutenant Berrien's office now. John?
Hi, Pet. Come on in.
This is the young lady I was telling Crowley about. Miss Glenna Burns.
Hi.
This is Sergeant Anderson.
Well, I guess you've had a long trip. Canada, was it?
It was Nova Scotia. I also told her you used to work for me.
Oh, a slave driver, this one. I had to get out.
Oh, well, listen, I've changed my ways and my whip. Do you want to transfer back?
Oh, first show me your new whip.
I've also told her that you can read hands.
Well, I'm a little rough at it. Well, how can we help you, Glenna? My sister is missing. I haven't heard from her in 6 days. Weeks. Oh, she hasn't heard from her in 6 weeks. She's very worried. This is my sister when she visited my aunt and me 3 years ago. These are letters which she wrote to me since that visit. I feel it's very urgent. Oh, if she feels it's very important, we read them, all right?
Does your sister live here, Miss Burns? Does she work here? Is she married?
Married. Have you been in touch with her husband? She just left him. He has no idea where she might have gone? He says no. I see. Please help me find her. She wants us to help her find her. Well.
Hep, you really did well. Thanks a lot.
Oh.
Look, I'm due at a briefing, so why don't you two just get acquainted, pour yourselves a cup of coffee, and I'd really appreciate it if you could drop Miss Burns off at the hotel on your way back.
Well, I was about to suggest that, but Glenna, etched in my memory forever is the rotten coffee in this office. So goodbye, John.
How nice. You remembered.
Hey, Frosty, you're a little late.
I'm a little sorry. Very little.
Yeah, but I gotta get the truck back to the garage. Hey, hold it. Your old man, he been to the baker's?
He went. Still warm. Nice. Very nice. Huh.
Yeah, very nice. Hey, what are you doing?
Well, at these prices, Gus, I think I better check some of the pelt numbers. Just see what kind of merchandise you got.
Hey, you know, Frosty, I've been thinking about us a lot.
What about us a lot?
Mexico. You know, I'm having a little time off soon, and what do you say we take a little trip, huh?
Well, see, I'm on a diet, and I'm afraid I'll eat too much of that food. I love those tacos.
Who's going to be eating all day? Cuernavaca. I got a friend out there in Cuernavaca. He's got a villa. It's his own. He says we can have it. You ever seen one of those villas?
I saw the movie. I loved Wallace Beery.
Yeah, me too. I like that picture. That was a good picture.
It was good stuff, Gus. Real good. Okay. All right, here you go. 23,000, just like you said. Now, how about if we start transferring the dry cleaning?
There's 35 coats in there.
So?
Well, you ain't gonna get them all in that little job over there.
I know, Gus, I know. That's why I've got some help. Nothing to worry about. They're all kin to my old man. They're right over there. You want to call them? Call them over, Gus.
Gus, police department, let's go.
Sorry about Cuernavaca, Gus.
Well, I don't think it'll be going too far down a dead-end street.
All right, which one of you guys want to chase him?
Joe? Heads.
I knew it.
2 heads.
Yeah, well, it's better than none, buddy.
Oh, come on, Gus. Don't shoot, don't shoot. Shoot? What do you mean shoot? Come on. Get out of there and slip into these and we'll all go home early. Come on.
This one's Glenna, and that's her sister, Elizabeth. She refers to her as Beth.
Nova Scotia?
Not actually Nova Scotia. It's a little island off the coast called Albin. They were both brought up by their aunt, a Mrs. Mitchell. From what I can gather, she owns the island. Definitely not poor folk.
Have you had a chance to read the letters yet?
Half of them so far. Who's got the mustard?
Use the duck sauce. It's better. What'd you get from the letters?
A lot. About the husband. Beth was suspicious that he was having an affair with a girl named Irene.
What else does he do?
He's an architect builder. Beth was obviously very much in love with him, but no indication she planned to leave him.
Your sister's very pretty. Was she born mute?
No. When she was about 4 years old, they found a growth in her throat. They operated, but...
She got a scar. It was right along here.
Yeah. Bill, do you mind if I stay on the case a few more days?
Okay. But I tell you, I want you back on this patrolling case as soon as possible.
No, I was not at any hotel last night.
Mr. Lord informed me that he was home last night, asleep.
Alone?
Yes, alone.
This Irene Wilson.
This Irene Wilson happens to be my secretarial assistant and not, as you seem to be implying, my mistress.
Oh, I see. Your secretarial assistant.
That's right.
Well, where was your secretarial assistant last night?
Away on business in San Francisco.
Sergeant, have you considered the very likely possibility that it was a burglar or some sex freak who attacked my client's sister-in-law?
Yes, we have. But when we picked her up at the hospital this morning, she said she hadn't been robbed or sexually assaulted.
Yeah, so it had to be me, huh? Right? She said she saw me.
No, she said that the room was dark and she only saw a shadow.
Mine, of course. I mean, my wife is missing and I know exactly where she is, but I don't want anybody else to know. Isn't that what you're trying to say? Look, I did not see Glenna last night. I did not touch her. I do not know where she was staying.
Would you swear to that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I wish somebody would tell me what the hell is going on around here. Julian,
Yeah,
is your
Pap, you wanna
attorney.
bring in this
I
place?
don't need an attorney to tell me what the truth is. It'll be my word against their idiotic speculations. Damnedest thing I ever saw in my life.
Come in.
Excuse me.
Hi.
This is Charlie Tedesco, Mr. Lord. He drives a cab for the city cab company. Do you recognize him? Mr. Tedesco, do you recognize this man?
Yeah, I do, Sergeant. Came to the garage last night about 8 o'clock to see me.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
That it?
That's it. Thanks very much.
Okay.
You want to explain that, Mr. Lord?
What is this, some plot hatched up by my pathetic wife and her equally pathetic sister?
Glenna Burns is a mute. She's different from us in only one way, Mr. Lord. She can't speak. That does not make her pathetic.
You want to explain about the cab driver?
When Glenna left yesterday, I made a note of the license plate and the cab company. I called the garage. I found out about Mr. Tedesco. We met.
And you paid him $50.
That's right.
Why?
I wanted to know where she went. Glenna showed up at my house yesterday suddenly out of nowhere. We talked. When she left, I had the feeling she suspected me of something, was going to the police, and I wanted to talk to her before she did.
Why?
Because whatever happened between me and my wife is our own personal problem. Now, can't you people understand that?
Mr. Lord, is it true that you're under investigation right now by the Securities and Exchange Commission?
Oh, come on, will you?
All right, I'll explain that. My client and 3 partners formed a corporation. Each of them was going to put up $3 million to develop a new retirement community. Now, because of circumstances, my client couldn't produce a share of the money, but this doesn't mean he won't.
Yeah, these circumstances, do they have anything to do with the money that your wife was going to give you, only she didn't?
There's one thing I do know. I don't have to discuss that with a sergeant.
Now, Crowley, you have nothing on which to hold my client. You know that.
And you know that this is only an investigation, a search for the truth, which...
Oh, a search for the truth. Is that a joke? What do you blind, stupid public servants know or care
I
about
tell you,
the
this
truth?
particular blind, stupid public servant, the one who decides whether or not to book you. You get him the hell out of here.
Well, is this what you people do on a slow day for your kicks?
You better get him out of here.
Damn cops.
I know what's going on here, but it's only going to complicate matters.
Couldn't care less, Frank. I'm bored of the way cops go
There's
around.
no way to act.
Pushing people around, saying what they
Why
want to
incur
say.
their displeasure?
I couldn't care less.
Love to have you stay with me. I'm absolutely sure if you can stand my crazy hours. Here's Miss Burns' key.
I'll fetch your bill as soon as the computer rings up the good news. Miss Burns, may I please have your credit card? And simply sign this.
Yeah, boys. Hi, I'm Eric.
Hi, Eric.
And this here is Chaucer. He was born in London, England.
He's a bloomin' beauty.
He sure is. What's your name?
That's Glenna, and I'm Pepper.
He's a show dog.
Miss Burns?
Oh, here, I'll take it.
He sure does like you, Glenna. You too, Pepper. I guess it's because you're both so pretty. We have to go now. Bye.
Well, here it is. And I went shopping yesterday, so the refrigerator is full of goodies. You can help yourself, whatever you want. I'll show you upstairs, because that's going to be your room for a while. No, it doesn't open up, but it's just as comfortable as my bed upstairs. What? Oh, no, ma'am. That's where I'm going to sleep. You're going to be one of those? You're going to be a house guest that gives me no trouble? I wish I could say the same for some of my relatives. Are you sure? All right. Excuse me. Who is it?
It's William.
William who?
Quit horsing around. Open up, let me in.
Is it the William who could have arrived a few minutes earlier to help with the heavy luggage?
No, it's the William who okays your petty cash.
Oh, hi, Bill.
You're all cop, aren't you? Hi, Glenna. How are you? Everything okay? Boy, talk about a day. You got something cold to drink?
Yeah, out here. Come on.
You want to go out on the terrace?
That's better.
Every time I come out here, I feel like Jungle Jim. Here, I'll give you a hand. Orange juice and martini glasses?
Well, when I get a raise, you get a silver chalice.
I see. Glenna, I read your sister's letters. There's only one I could find in which there was something a little cryptic.
In reference to Arcady?
Yeah. Here. It says, my dreams, Julian, everything I've had with him, the good and the bad. I have the feeling that it will all end as dreadfully as it all began so beautifully at Arcady. What is Arcady?
It's the name of a cabin that Julian built for himself and my sister after they were married. A hideaway.
Where's it located?
Near a lake.
Which lake? Did she ever say?
Once she wrote to me that it was very warm there. But she said that was very funny because. Wait a minute. Go back to. I missed it. Go back to funny. She said it was very funny because the name indicated a place very cold. Oh, Glenn, I can't remember the name.
Very cold Springs?
There's a place about 30 miles north of there, Snow Canyon.
No. Frost Lake. Frost Lake.
Is that it?
Sure, I know Mr. Lord. What about? Has he got a cabin around here? Maybe. Who wants to know? I hope he's in no trouble. He's a nice man. Nice wife. Oh? Have you seen him lately? Well, can't say I have. What can you say about the cabin? Can you tell me where it is? Yeah. Come on inside. I'll draw you a map.
Joe, come here. What do you got?
A septic tank.
Hello. Yes, Bill. Yes, she's here. I see. All right. They found a body. It could be Beth.
I have the feeling that it will all end as dreadfully as it all began so beautifully. At Arcady, your loving sister Elizabeth.
Thank you, Sergeant. Your Honor, I should like to present this letter written by the hand of Elizabeth Lord to the court designated Exhibit A.
You may do so, Mr. Hogan.
Now, Sergeant Crowley, would you please tell us what happened next?
Yes, we learned from Miss Burns that Arcady was the name of a cabin that Mr. Lord had built. We located the cabin, made a search, and found a body.
Would you please tell us where you found the body and the condition of that body?
Mostly bones. We found them buried in the sump of a tank, a septic tank, not far from the cabin. It's decomposed, but definitely female Caucasian.
Is there anything else you can think about in regards to the condition of that body?
Yes, sir.
What is that, please?
It was decapitated.
Decapitated?
Yes.
Anything else, Sergeant?
Yes, according to the autopsy report, there's evidence that the decomposition of the body was aided by the use of a powerful acid.
I have no further questions, Your Honor. Cross-examination?
Sergeant Crowley, as you know, this is a preliminary hearing that my client has not been found guilty of a thing. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
He has, however, been accused of the murder of his wife. Now, is there any proof, wherever it is, in that autopsy report that you just referred to, that the deceased was indeed Elizabeth Lord?
No, there isn't, but...
Just answer yes or no.
No.
Well, now, Miss Wilson, what is your occupation?
I'm presently unemployed.
But you did work as an assistant to Mr. Lord for some time now, is that correct?
Yes, I did.
Thank you. Now, why are you no longer employed by the accused?
Objection, Your Honor. The question is irrelevant.
I beg to differ with the distinguished counselor for the defense, Your Honor. I feel the question is important, and I intend to prove that importance.
Overruled. The witness will answer the question.
Now, why do you no longer work for the accused, Miss Wilson?
I quit.
Would you mind telling the court why?
I wasn't feeling very well. I needed a rest.
Miss Wilson, were you ever romantically involved with the accused?
Objection. I must insist that this entire line of questioning is totally irrelevant.
Overruled. I'm afraid I'll have to overrule you again, Mr. Hall.
I repeat the question. Miss Wilson, were you ever involved romantically with the accused? And I remind you, you are still under oath.
I was involved with him. Briefly.
You were having an affair with the accused. Is that correct?
Yes.
You knew he had a wife. You knew that. And yet you and he engaged in the most flagrant love affair. Is that correct?
I said yes.
I have no more questions, Your Honor.
I guess you could say I was one of Beth's closest friends.
When did you meet?
Oh, 8 or so years ago. Shortly before she and Julian were married.
Mrs. Larkin, would you tell us some of the things that you got to know about Mrs. Lord during those 8 years?
She came from a very wealthy family. Supported both herself and Julian after they were married, while he was taking postgraduate studies in architecture. Supported him spiritually during some of the hard times, until Julian finally made it.
Mrs. Larkin, did she ever discuss intimate matters with you?
Yes, she did.
When did you last see Elizabeth Lord?
We had lunch at Le Mans, a little French restaurant we used to go to. Beth looked very pale, nervous. She told me how Julian had been drinking, became violent, unreasonable at times. How he'd fired another maid and she had been busy interviewing a whole slew of women.
About the marriage. Did she talk to you about that?
She said things were bad, but that she was determined to straighten them out, if it killed her.
Thank you, Mrs. Larkin. I have no more witnesses.
Now remember, you're under oath. Did you have anything to do with the murder of your wife, Elizabeth Lord?
I did not.
Would you please repeat your answer?
No, I did not.
Did you love your wife?
Yes, I did. I do.
Despite the fact that you became involved with several other women?
Well, that was because of her.
Would you explain that, Mr. Lord?
Beth was ill, mentally, emotionally. She became increasingly difficult to live with.
So you were forced to turn to other women. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I don't say I'm proud of it or it's the right thing to do, but it's what I did. But I tried to help. I tried to get her psychiatric help. That seemed to frighten her even more. I honestly wasn't surprised when she left me or disappeared. It had nothing to do with money now. I was going to handle that part of it myself.
Thank you. No more questions.
I have just one question for you, Mr. Lord. In your line of business, do you have access to quantities of acid?
No.
Well, now, according to this purchase order, signed by you, dated May 15th of this year, you authorized the purchase of the following items for your company. 6 50-pound drums of sulfuric acid, 20 100-pound bags of lime, and 2 100-pound bags of lye.
I run a very large business. It's highly possible that one of my department heads ordered it.
That's all.
Yeah, but you don't understand.
Thank you very much. You've answered the question.
Mrs. Larkin, may I speak to you for just a minute, please?
Tomorrow, Glenna, we come back. The judge will make his decision, and that's it until the trial. I want you all to know that shall not wait. My work is finished. I want to fly home to Albin, where there is peace, land, and water.
I tell you what, I'll buy lunch if we can all visit you one day. What does that mean?
Not a chance.
Look, since you're springing, why don't we go down to Vinny's and have a peanut butter sandwich?
Yes, that sounds good to me.
Yeah?
Hey, Pep, it's Bill. Yeah, we've run into a snag on that Petroni case. Yeah, we're at the Four Winds. Hey, you should see the ceiling here.
Oh, that place Pete's friend just opened.
Hey, Bill, your order's on the table.
Thanks. Yeah, they got a menu here with everything on it from baked aardvark to zabayone.
I'll give you a tip. Stick with the zabayone. So what else?
Hey, listen, the reason I called you. We need that new number on Petroni. You wrote it down on something, didn't you? Didn't you jot it down?
Hold on. Let me see if I got the right purse. And while I'm gone, don't eat any aardvark. Hold on, let me see. Oh, I don't know if this is the right one or not, but try 555-8373.
555-8373. Okay, I may get back to you, kid.
Try not to, kid. I'd like to make a long-distance call to Albin, Nova Scotia. Right, I'm coming.
Oh, sweetheart, I'll get there.
Mitchell residence. Hello, may I speak to Mrs. Mitchell, please?
She's not here.
Glenna Burns. Is she there?
She died last month. Who's calling?
Do you have any idea where Beth is? Elizabeth Lord.
Mrs. Lord? In California. Well, now, look, if you'd like me to take a message, I can...
No, thank you.
Well, 4 o'clock in the morning, getting a body up for something like that.
You're Beth. Dear God, you're Beth.
How's that, Bill?
Pat was right about the aardvark.
What do you mean?
I think you got the winner.
Who got the winner? You kidding me?
That's terrible.
Where do you think he's at now?
Who, Pete?
Petroni.
Well, I got a hunch. He's in Las Vegas. And he'll be back tomorrow the next day.
How come the hunch?
3 things. First of all, I got ESP. Secondly, I made a great deduction. And third, a friendly just told me on the telephone.
Well, then why didn't you tell me that in the first place?
Bill, Hoskins wants to talk to you on the phone. This late? Ah.
Fred, stop by.
Yes, I know.
Yeah,
the
Paul.
usual.
How you feeling?
A lot better, thanks. Oh, say, listen, Bill. I just completed my work on those bones and stuff that you brought from the tank sump. Yeah, I just thought you ought to know that all the tests indicate that the victim was Caucasian, female, between 60 and 70 years of age.
Wait a minute. About how old?
Okay, then, okay. Make it between 60 and 65, okay?
Okay, Paul, thanks. I got some interesting news for you. That body we found at Frost Lake, the lady was 65 years old.
65?
Uh-huh.
Who could it be?
I don't know. I'm sure of one thing. It ain't Julian Lord's wife.
The face is completely different. It's so different that... Of course, plastic surgery. And the eyes, contact lenses, the hair is easy to change. Am I right? Am I right, damn you? And then something special for the neck, something you could apply when you needed it, a scar, like hers, just like your sister's. I'm right, aren't I?
What's the matter, William? The aardvark getting to you?
No, I tell you what's getting to me. Arcady's getting to me. Man, you talk about irony. Somebody decides they're gonna knock off some old lady. So they go up in the middle of nowhere to some cabin that nobody ever goes to. They dump the bones in a cesspool tank. And they cover them up. Now, what is the percentage of anybody ever digging that up? Of those bones ever being found? Huh? I mean, ironic. If it hadn't been for Glenna. Listen, I'm gonna go give Pep a call.
But then you had to go through that first major test and see Julian. Would he recognize you? He didn't, did he? And so you came to me.
Yeah, operator. I have an emergency call, please, for 904-2133. Yeah, I'm getting busy. Bill Crowley.
The letters. I read them. All about your love for your Julian, but what I didn't read into them was your fear that you were losing him to another woman. So you decided to get even. To get him. Didn't you? So you called him that night to see if he was home. And he was. And you stabbed yourself. A few days later, after we found that body, you knew your plan had worked.
Operator, would you check it again, please? There's no way it could be off the hook. Yeah, operator, I'm telling you, she would never leave the phone off the hook. Pete, Joe?
Who was she? The woman you murdered? Some poor soul who answered your ad for a maid? It's not important. We'll find out. You're sick. You're a very sick woman. You need help. Why don't you start by giving me the gun?
I want an ambulance sent to 102 Crestview and make it quick. You hear? Quick.
There you go. My gun.
Yeah.
She shot me. She's not.
She's not what?
She's not Glenna.
Hey, Bill, Pep's car's missing.
Give me that blanket, will you?
How come it never hurts when John Wayne gets shot?
Yeah.
Hello, is Mrs. Lord there?
No, she's not. Who wants to know?
This is Transcontinental Airlines. We wanted to know that her flight to Toronto will be delayed at least 45 minutes.
Jump!
California Airlines announces arrival of Flight 103 from London, Glasgow, and Sheffield at 8:03. Flight 103, California Airlines, now arriving at 8:03.
Fake. Anybody call for a male nurse and 2 used pharmacists?
Oh, boy, some people really got it made.
Hey, where's the TV?
This place is driving me crazy. Did you come to spring me?
No, we came bearing gifts.
How nice. Day-old daisies.
I never promised you a rose garden.
Julian Lord sent roses. By the way, he thanks us for pursuing the truth. Isn't that nice? Joe, thank Harriet for sending the candy. But, Bill, I gotta get out of this place.
Look, Harriet thought the candy was all right, but the kids thought the popcorn was better.
Maybe they can get me out of here.
Well, here's something that might help. A little poetry by Shelley.
Berman?
Winters.
Maybe she can get me out of here. Bill.
Listen, speaking of getting out, I gotta go. I'm doing court.
All right. Well, listen, thanks. They really are nice.
They're nice because they reminded me of you.
How sweet.
I'll see you in the morning.
Can't you come by tonight?
Honey, I can't come by tonight. I got so many reports to fill out, I won't be through before... Listen, on second thought, I will come by tonight. What time do you guys close, anyway?